Who do you think you are? Some Harvard-trained lawyer, isn't it?
Sir, please give him a chance to try it. It is possible he has seen something that we all...
What could he possibly see that I haven't seen? Look, that case is a bad one. On the surface, it may look very good, but it's a very bad case, and my firm will have nothing to do with it. You can investigate it and try it, but not under this firm.
Sir, please.
No, shut up. Now, you have a good day.
Please.
Just get out!
What happened? What did he say? What did he say?
His firm will have nothing to do with that case.
Bingo!
What's that supposed to mean?
I knew it. He will not touch the case or talk about it. Something might have happened that he doesn't want to talk about.
But what if the guy in jail is innocent?
But who the hell cares? He's a northerner, isn't he?
I see.
Larry, do you really believe this guy is innocent?
My instincts tell me this is a case of injustice. I'll have to talk with him. Mr. Nabia Lazar, right?
Yes, and why are you here, Mr.
Larry. Robert Nang Larry.
Sit down.
Mr. Lazar, do the names Mr. Obi and Mr. Q, do they ring a bell at all?
Yes, they were my lawyers. But thank God, I don't need one anymore.
What do you mean by you don't need a lawyer anymore?
Look here. The key to my survival lies in my ability to do the time. And I have to concentrate on that rather than fighting a lost battle. Obi knew that, so he left and never came back.
So you left him in there to rot and die. Why?
You went to see him, huh?
Now, listen carefully. There's someone who believes in the innocence of Nabia more than I. I picked up this case and lost everything I'd inherited from my father. A fresh lawyer who had a big firm handling over 2,000 clients. I was only 24 when I picked up this case. His brother Reuben was my very good friend. Well, unfortunately, I could not stop Reuben's death. But I could prolong Nabia's life.
By shutting up.
Well,
Try your luck on this one. And I can assure you, you won't get very far with it. Well, if you excuse me, I have a meeting to attend. So have a good day.
Want something to drink?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm okay. Okay, so what do you have?
Nothing. Tomorrow, I'll be going to see Nabia. And hopefully I'll be able to get something out of him. Hopefully. And then I'll be off to Ashanti State. You know what? I'll need you and Peter now.
What? Me, fine, but Peter? I mean, how do we get him to want to come with us?
Nana, he likes you. He'll come if you ask him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good night.
I already told you I don't need a lawyer anymore. I have to focus on doing my time.
Focus on doing it. And how do you intend on doing that?
By not wanting or needing anything from outside. I am free here. Because there's nothing out there that I want.
Free to risk human contact, right?
This place does not allow any human contact. The only human contact you get is either getting raped in the shower or stabbed in the back.
Mr. Lazar, I can't for a split second judge what you've been.
You are right. You cannot because you have not gone through it. What do you know about being me or being in a place like this for something you have not done? Let me tell you something. Innocence is the highest crime that one can ever be made to serve. You think I'm guilty, don't you?
On the contrary, if I thought you were guilty, I'll not be here day in, day out. I think there's been a perversion of justice. What disheartens me is that the same issue being fought by us blacks in Europe and America is right here in our own backyard. And we're either just too myopic or just selfish and afraid. We don't seem to realize and try and overcome it. Mr. Lazar, listen to me. Please allow me to investigate this case. Let me call for another hearing. Mr. Lazar, Mr. Obi couldn't save your brother's life, but he could prolong yours, and that's exactly what he did at the time. Please allow me to investigate this case. Let justice prevail. Not for you alone, but for the poor, for the less fortunate, for those who are completely disenfranchised with our court system. Don't let the myopic, selfish, prejudiced minds win. Please.
Okay.
And I don't know why Larry is so keen about the case. I mean, who gives a hell?
It's his illegal case, and as lawyers, we need to deal with it that way, regardless of where the person comes from.
Banana, you know I don't like...
Please, please, Peter, for my sake. And you know the area better than Larry and I. And if we can come up with something, we need your help, please.
My help. Well, I'm not fully convinced about the case, but... for your sake, I'll do it.
The only thing I can tell you about my childhood is that I learned to survive. Taken to a Akraboni school for something I didn't do. My parents died whilst I was doing my time. 6 years later, I was released and I came to join my brother
Reuben,
who had money to keep our mother's shop running. It was at the shop that I met Amabiesi.
do you remember the name of the investigating officer?
Yeah, one Owusunti is like a bulldog in glasses, always in a long coat and a stick between his teeth.
I hear someone has been visiting our friend.
And have you found out who that person is?
No, but I've set a spy on him. I just want to inform you.
For what? Do you need money? Or that Salon man is still around?
No. He is long gone.
Good. And find out whoever is poking his nose into our business and deal with him perfectly. I don't want to go to jail.
Justice at last. Justice at last. Justice at last. Justice at last. Justice Justice at last. Justice at last. Justice at last.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing? Look, you better go back to where you came from because you are not welcomed here. And you, who the hell do you think you are? Because you've been to America, you think you are changed, huh? No, you are still a Pepe boy. Penny. What? You didn't know? Come on, wake up, man. Let me tell you this. You are making enemies where you don't even know they exist.
We know about you.
You know nothing about me or this place. You gotta go back to where you came from. The sooner the better for you, right?
What is it? Is it what you thought I was or what you now know that I am?
Larry, I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? I'm rather sorry for you.
I'm really sorry, Larry. I don't know where this Pepe or Northern idea came from. It's probably from our upbringing. I don't really know what they've done wrong.
You know, it's time for us to put all this behind us and surge forward. There's an innocent man in prison, and it's our duty as lawyers to exonerate him, and not race or tribe.
This is the time for justice. No more perversion
Hello?
of justice.
Yeah,
In my imagination, I know the world has changed.
okay.
No, it's no more crime or
Yeah,
passion. This is the time for justice.
Obi was attacked too.
What happened to your nose? Any luck anyway?
It's not as we anticipated.
Well, I found something. Kuma, my friend, was released last week, and he was able to locate the chief investigator in my case, Mr. Selom Tay.
Isn't it the same Selom Tay who retired and disappeared during the second hearing?
Tay did not retire. He quit. He turned in crime scene photos and evidence, but no notes.
No notes. No notes. I wonder why. Did he talk to anyone?
Apparently, he was afraid.
Good evening. I'm looking for Mr. Tay.
There isn't any mister here.
Selom Tay?
Hold on. Oh.
What do you want? Look at what you've done to yourself. You don't know what we want and yet you run?
We are here on behalf of Mr. Nabi Al-Azhar. We are investigating his case. And we believe you were investigating his case and disappeared during the second hearing, right?
I can't tell you anything. Please leave now.
We're sorry to bother you, but remember this. If you confront death and you die, you shall live. Do you know why, Mr. Tay? Because you know the truth, and it shall set you free. Good night.
Wait. I can testify that Nabia is not guilty.
Uncle, believe me, we have come this close to getting Nabia out.
Cut the bull talk. In fact, you know what you are? You're still a baby drinking milk every day. I mean, I should have known. Once there was a lady involved, you will naturally join the group. And now you. Must I show you my bullet scars again, Mr. Harvard? My firm will have nothing to do with this case, and that's it. You can do anything you want with it.
I'm very surprised at what you're saying. I remember my father telling me about how when two of you were students in America, you kept on excoriating the whites on the way they treated us blacks. And here you are today, in your own homeland, where such atrocities are still being committed. And you want nothing to do with it? Nothing at all? Because you were shot at?
And not to mention, we found Detective Tay, and he's ready to testify in court.
You found who?
Detective Tay.
And he's ready to do what?
Testify in court, as I said. You heard me.
Well, I will not be in town in 2 weeks. I might not be here for the hearing. Well, all right, you guys just go ahead.
Justice at last. Justice at last.
Your Honor, it seems the honorable fellow here has purposely refrained from donning the appropriate apparel for this court, for any court in that instance. It seems he's forgotten his wig as well as his brain.
I am sorry, Your Honor, but I came in a rush, so I left it in my car. And may I be excused so that I go get it?
No, you can't do so now. But let me tell you that the next time you come into this court without your wig, I'll not permit you to appear before me.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You may now open your defense.
We appear before you, Your Honor, in our 18th year. My client, Nabia Lazar, has never enjoyed the full, fair disclosure of the facts to which he is entitled to constitutionally. In 1990, the Ashanti State investigator on the case resigned. Why? Because he discovered the truth. The truth, Your Honor. He found out that the entire case was built on a thick foundation of forgery and lies. Lies which personify a corrupt police force and the prosecutor's office. Today, Your Honor, this veil of injustice, which has for so long clouded the vision of the court and the vision of justice, has been removed. And the thick walls of forgery, lies, and deceit have been eradicated, completely destroyed, so that the court shall finally see the truth and pray to God, not turn its eyes away. Thank you.
This court is not moved by your passion or your eloquence. Can we hear from the prosecutor?
Your Honor, what else can we do for a man by giving him not one, but 2 trials? Nabia has always been a menace to society. He is a violent man. And it is our duty to protect the people of Ashantiman from such people. Thank you.
Is the defense counsel ready to call his first
Your Honor.
Why? Aren't you ready?
Your Honor, defense would like to call Mr. Solomte. Mr. Tay, were you investigating a murder case of one Ama Abiesi?
Yes.
Could you tell the court what you found out?
I found out that the time of the murder was 12:40 a.m. and not 1:40 a.m. When I examined the bullet, I realized that it was from a gun that was under investigation. It had been involved in a couple of cases.
Mr. Tay, did you retire from the service?
No. I left the service.
Why?
It was my personal decision.
You do realize, Mr. Tay, you are under oath, and lying under oath results in a criminal offense, don't you? Now, would you like to tell the court why? Isn't it true, Mr. Tay, that you found out that a superior officer of yours was involved in the case, and that he actually paid you to discard of all the findings you had on the case?
Objection, Your Honor. Counsel is badgering the witness.
For God's sake, he is my witness. Let me rephrase the question. Isn't it true that Inspector Owusu Inti paid you to abandon the case?
Objection, Your Honor.
Not too fast. Witness will have to answer the question.
Did he pay you? Yes or no?
Yes, he did. He told me it was a case of his close associate, and that they are ready to give me anything so far as I disappear with my findings. He later confessed that he carried out the mission but missed his target. So he framed up Nabia since he had threatened one of the victims in public.
See, I told you.
Did he tell you who this close associate was? Can you tell the court, Mr. Tay, who this person is?
He's in the court. His name is Nana Abiesi.
So you told him about me? I gave you a job.
Hey, you gave me a job to kill your daughter's boyfriend. It went wrong. She died. You shut up.
Order.
You couldn't handle that job, yet you took money from me.
Silence in my courtroom. Officer, bring the two men into my chamber. Court will go on recess.
All rise.
Your Honor, Amma was my only daughter. She was going out with Nabia when my elders warned me that it was not good for us to name, that she marries someone who had been to jail before. After a couple of warnings to Nabia to stay away from me and my family, which he stubbornly refused to obey, I told my friend, Chief Inspector Usunti, at that time he was an inspector, to scare him away. In the course of that, Amma died. And Usunti came to tell me that if you don't frame up Nabia, the two of us will go to jail. Then he managed to scare away everybody from the case, including Nabia's lawyer. And after they have eliminated Nabia's brother, to make it appear as if he committed suicide. Your Honor, I had nothing to do with it. All I wanted to do was to break the relationship between my daughter and Nabia. The rest of the story is also to tell.
Court will go on recess. This court hasn't arrived at this decision lightly. It has taken a hard look at the facts. On one hand, Nabia has presented a document alleging cohesion of testimonies and withholding of evidence. On the other hand, Nabia was tried twice by 2 different juries, and those convictions were subsequently upheld by the Ashanti State Court. However, the extensive record clearly demonstrates to this court that Nabia's conviction was predicated upon an appeal to concealment rather than disclosure. To permit conviction to stand, which has its roots in appeal to concealment, is to commit a violation of the Constitution as harness of the crime of which the defendant was tried and convicted. I hereby order Nabia released from prison.
This is the time for justice. No more perversion of justice. In my imagination, I know the world has changed, though it's no more by my passion. This is the time for justice. No more perversion of justice. In my imagination, I know the world has changed, though it's no more by my passion. Have been heard at last. Truly the world has changed, and justice at last. Oh, I have been given a hearing, and my voice have been heard at last. And truly the world has changed, and justice at last. Oh,